Well, we've been really excited to share this recently completed Ashbourne kitchen, and I'm stood with David, who was the designer on this project, and he's going to talk us through some of the design ideas and the things that are included in this design.
So we're stood in the new extension. The kitchen originally ended here, so everything here is new. Customer came in and saw us with some architect's plans, as they do.
Yeah.
Sat down with us and went through a wish list of what the customer wanted. The customer loves cooking. You'll see in a second how much storage they needed for all the cooking utensils, all the gadgets they've got with the mixer lift. Starting off with the design, the customer came in with quite an extensive wish list, to be honest with you. It needed to have a seating area, a dining area, a big island in the centre with plenty of room for sort of sitting at the breakfast bar. They also wanted to sort of give a modern twist on a traditional design, so using things like a Belfast sink, but also using modern equipment like the induction hob, which I've just been chatting to the customer now, and she says this has been a game changer for her in the respect of she's always cooked on gas. She came into the showroom, had an idea that she might want to have induction, but didn't have a clue how good these things are with regards to it being so responsive.
Yeah.
Said she had a couple of disasters at the beginning, which I told her was completely natural because she was cooking sort of cream sauces and things like that on levels 7, 8 and 9, you know, bringing up to the boil real quick. It burns so quickly. So you've got to really sort of get used to the power of these products.
Yeah.
But once you sort of got a head around sort of the different sort of levels, because it goes up in 1.5, 2, 2.5, etc. So there's plenty of range with it, and it's just understanding that.
There's about 18 settings, isn't there?
Yeah, 1 to 9, and then you've got the power boost.
Yeah.
So 1 to 9 with the 0.5 in between. That's right. Yeah. Got the downdraft hood. Yes. So that eliminates. As you can see, it's really difficult to actually get a hood coming down. You've got 6 skylights in the ceiling, so anything coming down wouldn't work. So we had to go with Neff's sort of island solution with the downdraft hood,
yeah,
which I think works really well when you've got people sat behind you. It acts as a splashback, and it's clear now, clear perspex, as you know, clear glass, I should say.
Yeah.
So you don't get that sort of splash, you know, if you're cooking a steak or something like that.
We've seen this in a few of our videos lately. It's definitely an up and coming style of extractor.
Yeah, for me it's the best. You can't have the vented hobs.
Yes.
But for me, if you've got the space, that works for me.
You don't lose the zones either then, because I think the vented hobs, you're looking at 4 zones.
That's it, you only get 4.
Whereas this, you can still have all 5, or you can basically have all the options, can't you?
Well, the best thing is as well, you'll see down here when you sort of probably shoot to a different angle, the amount of pan drawers that we've got on the back of this island. There's 6 big drawers here.
Yeah.
And it was something actually the customers just pointed out to me. Originally, the design had the bin on the island, but the customer really wanted this sort of look of all the drawers in a row. And she sits through that door there at her desk.
Yes.
And when she turns around, she said, that makes me happy to see the lines sort of running through.
We're seeing it from outside when I took a couple of those cutaway shots. Yeah. And with the Taurus plinth, it really stands apart, doesn't it?
Really makes it look elegant, doesn't it? One of the things that has been a bit of a new thing in the LDC sort of catalogue of what we've got are these wing line units, which in a sense they look a bit gimmicky. You know, it's just a door that sort of opens to the side. But if you imagine if you had stand doors that open, actually opening and closing a dishwasher and putting things away means you're constantly opening and closing the wall cupboards.
A door here,
this,
over the top.
You can just have them open and you put everything away, and then you simply just close them and off you go. There's no fear of banging your head when you're sort of putting stuff away from the dishwasher.
Yeah.
From an aesthetics point of view, the customer wanted a centerpiece. So we've used the Belfast sink as a center point, and we've worked out from there. So here you've got the sink in the middle, the bin to the left, because this is where you're going to be doing your preparation. So you're only 1 step away from putting your peelings in here.
Yeah.
But secondly, you can scrape your plates, rinse, and then load your dishwasher all within a couple of steps.
Yeah.
It's all been cleverly designed in the one place for people.
Yeah.
With bookending the kitchen, we've got the 2 tall housings here. And in here, we've got your slide and hide oven,
Yeah.
which has a pyrolytic setting on there, which the customer loves. No more cleaning for them.
Yeah.
And then down here, you've got the combination microwave oven with a coffee still in there and a warming drawer. So the customer uses that obviously for proving bread, keeping the plates warm. Maybe the odd takeaway goes in there too nowadays.
Yeah, guilty.
So, as I've already mentioned, Lucy's a big cook. You know, she's got a big family to feed, and so we needed a nice preparation area. Preparation for me is key. When I was a chef, it was all about what they call the mise en place, where you prep all the food and then cooking becomes very, very easy. So this is what we've created here with lots of drawers below. So all you, anything to cook with, anything to chop with is all to hand. Plates, pots, pans, serving bowls are all down here in these, 6 drawers? 9 drawers even.
Yeah.
All the way across here. So plenty of storage to pull out. Over here is all the storage area. So the idea is at the start of storage, you know, I like to sort of break it down into different sections. This is the start of story when you come home, bags down on the end of the island, and everything just goes away in the one place. You've got your fridge, you've got a versatile larder cupboard, so you've got your pull-out drawers, and then you've got your bigger boxes and stuff like that on the shelving unit there, with the freezer on the end.
Yeah, larder freezer.
So one of the things I've just literally been discussing with the customer is the space awareness for here. So we've actually, you won't see it on here, but we've picked it up where we've actually used the start of the extension as where the breakfast bar ends, and it gives a nice space so someone can sit at the breakfast bar and still open and close the cupboards.
Yeah.
As well as having enough space down there, which Lucy was particularly worried about, and she's just assured me that it's okay, that she was worried that just over a metre here wasn't enough to sort of walk in from the garden.
Sure.
But what everyone always forgets is you've actually gained an extra foot with the cavity wall there.
Go with the floor space.
So although in a certain area it's a little bit shorter, you've actually got plenty of room to walk in, and
Yes.
she's very happy with the sort of the final positioning of the island, because that took a little bit of tweaking throughout the actual build process. So the island is every cook's dream, to be honest with you, to work off. It's just over 3 metres long. It's 1.3 metres deep. So rather than putting the hob right in the centre here, which is what I think most people would do if I'm honest, we've straddled over these two sets of drawers here for a very, very good reason. A, to allow us to create this sort of breakfast bar area, and 2, to give the customer a huge preparation area. So from there, that's probably about 1.5 metres of prep space.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of room, as I said, on this side to still put pots and pans that you've sort of worked off there. So the idea is that you sort of stood here prepping away, chatting away to your friends and family there, and you've got everything cooking.
It's really interesting what you were saying about the architect's plans and stuff, and yet again LDC kind of stopping somebody making mistakes, because what I read there is that you've stopped a window that was not necessarily going in here from an architect's plan who doesn't necessarily think about the inside of a space.
Well, yeah, I always encourage customers to come and see us before the building work starts, because if you're spending a serious amount of money on a large extension like this for a kitchen, you might as well talk to a kitchen designer about what you want in it before you allow an architect who, no offence to all the architects out there, but they really are only concerned, for what I can gather, about having windows lining up with, you know, bottom windows lining up with top windows and things like that. So in instances where we can, you know, get rid of a window, move a door over for the actual flow of the kitchen, I think it's really important that customers come in and see us before they start the building work, rather than me coming and finding that the window's already there and I've got to work with something, rather than creating something like this.
Yeah, great point, because I've probably got a book where you said if it's not too late you could do this, and the game has changed there and then. So it's a strong point that people come and see us before they really put the shovel in the ground.
Well, one of the things Lucy and Dave were just telling me was that they were over the moon with the actual service they provided. You know, once we'd sort of committed to a design, that's actually where our job actually begins. Whereas I think with a lot of kitchen companies, it's kind of where it ends.
Yeah.
You've got the, you know, you've got the deal, you've got the sale.
Yeah.
We take it that extra further, and they were, you know, really grateful for the amount of times I came over during the process to mark where the duct for the hood is, for instance.
Yes.
The positioning of the island, how we're going to get these lights sort of featured coming down. So there was maybe about another 7 or 8 visits that I did during the process at key stages of, you know, first fix electrics, first fix plumbing, all of these sort of stages, just to make sure that once the kitchen's installed, it's, like I said, a dream to work in.
Yeah. Well, we hope you enjoyed that video. If you got all the way to the end, thank you ever so much for watching. And we'd like to say a big thank you to our customers for letting us film that video in their house. Turned out excellent. We're really pleased with the results, and we know they are too. But why don't you let us know in the comments what you think to the design and the colours. And if you're about to embark on a project of your own, then why not come see one of the team here and let's talk about your plans. Anyway, for now, if you're not already subscribed, why not consider smashing that subscribe button today and hit the bell so you get notified when we upload our next video. We'll see you soon. Thanks again. Take care.